Minnesota Vikings have been extremely busy this offseason, adding to an already crowded defensive back room because Zimmer loves him some cornerbacks. Last year, they spent a 1.35 on Jeff Gladney, Cameron Tiny Dantzler, and Harrison 38 Special Hand, respectively. This year, they signed Patrick friggin' Peterson, as well as brought back Mac Alexander, and then signed safety Xavier Woods. So they're adding a lot of depth to a room last year, especially a cornerback that got exposed due to youth as well as due to injuries. But with more bodies and more talent, you have to wonder what the future of former first-round pick Mike Hughes is going to be. Hughes enters his fourth year with the team. They're extremely not likely to pick up his fifth-year option, that's for sure. And although they would have to eat $1.96 million in dead cap, they would free up $1.178 million in space by moving on. So is this for the former 2018 number 30 overall selection in purple? I think he's firmly on the roster bubble right now. I don't think that it is a given that he is going to make this rooster. And it's unfortunate because he's talented as hell, but simply cannot stay healthy. Because as a rookie in 2018, remember, he actually beat out Mac Alexander for the starting slot cornerback job, which is extremely difficult. He played well for 6 games before tearing his ACL. Then he's had neck issues for the last 2 seasons. He's only played in 24 of the 50 games during his first 3 years. And he's not guaranteed a cornerback spot at all. You look, Dantzler, Peterson, Gladney, Mack. Those are going to be your solid first 4. Then you have Hughes, Harrison Hand, Chris Boyd, Dylan Mabin fighting for the remnants. The Vikings may only carry 5 or 6 cornerbacks on the 53 this time around. And a move to safety for any of the cornerbacks, including Mike Hughes, might be off the table now with the signing of Xavier Woods. And we've said before, the only way that Mike Hughes might be able to stay on the rooster in 2021 is if he's healthy, of course, and if they turn him into a return specialist, both kicks and punts, because Mike Hughes is a dynamic returner. I think it's the best part of his game. In 2017, for the national champion UCF Knights, Hughes averaged 31.8 yards per kick return, 5th best in NCAA, as well as 16.6 yards per punt return, which is 3rd best. And he also had 3 combined touchdowns on 34 total returns, and 8.82% touchdown rate is the NCAA record. Comparing him to Devin Hester at the U, who's the greatest punt returner of all time, in college, Mike Hughes had a higher yards per kick return, higher yards per punt return, as well as a higher return touchdown percentage. Okay, not bad when you're outperforming one of the greatest return men in football history. Just no big deal. 2019, Mike Hughes returned 14 punts for 7.4 yards per return, which would have qualified for 11th best in the NFL if he had qualified, and that was less than 1 year removed from his ACL. And Amir Abdullah has been decent as a kick returner, except you're under no illusion that he's in danger of busting one. As well as punt returner has been a major issue ever since Marcus Sherrills got older and retired. KJ Osborne, who's drafted in the 5th round to be that return specialist, was benched 3 times last year. Chad Beebe with his famous muff versus the Panthers, not great. So the Vikings need to find a solution, especially at punt returner as well as potentially kick returner. And Hughes could be that guy, and it could save his career. Because I think as of right now, Mike Hughes is a pretty big underdog to make the Vikings 53. Might be part of final cuts, might be traded somewhere. A team thinks, Mama, I can change him for like a conditional 7th round pick. Plus, I don't think the Vikings are out on drafting cornerbacks in the draft. Never put that past Mike Zimmer and Rick Spielman. So this is it for Mike Hughes. This is an extremely important year. I think that his career hangs in the balance. He's extremely talented, and if he can stay healthy, he's got to bring it. And like we said, return specialist, do that, because the cornerback room is crowded, man. If he can be a return specialist who also moonlights in the cornerback room, fantastic. Focus on what he does best. Instead of what he can't do, focus on what he can do. Bring that. And he could still be a very important part of the 2021 Vikings as they push to hoist that Lombardi towards the end of the year. Woo! Let's get it going. Your thoughts. Mike Hughes, Vikings career in jeopardy. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.